Fans TV, we are sponsored by Regal Elevators and Lifts Consultants Limited, a company that is owned and operated by a Millwall fan, just like every single one of the sponsors that you can already see on the screen. If you are going to do a bit of business in 2022, then please keep it in the Millwall family by checking out all of our sponsors' website links in the description below. This is your preview show looking ahead to Wednesday night's game under the lights away at Birmingham and St Andrews off the back of a very, very disappointing 1-0 defeat on Saturday at Huddersfield. Can we once again get things back on track? Our away form is the issue, and how will he tackle it? As always, let's start by taking a look at the 11 that Gary Rowett might pick to start the match. Okay, so I'm filming this on a Monday morning. If you're a member, you'll be watching this, hopefully, at some point on a Monday. If you're not a member, you'll be watching it on a Tuesday. You can become a channel member. You'll get your previews a day early, your lockdown interviews a week early, advert-free as well, before they go on YouTube, as well as monthly giveaways and regular wallpapers for your phone. So, look, I didn't do a post-match on Sunday. I said I may well do. I didn't really want to pick the bones out of Huddersfield. I didn't want to be too overcritical. But what I'm going to say is this. We've had many a discussion on the podcast. You know, is Rowett holding us back? Should we play a different type of way? And look, we have been playing the Millwall way. Okay, we've gone back to being aggressive in teams' faces, very direct. And I don't feel we did any of those things at Huddersfield. But what I've also said on the podcast is, and a lot of you have been disagreeing with me on this one, that's fine. I don't think, if you look at our team on paper, they're a top 6 side. Now, I'm going to back myself there by saying, look at the team there we put out against Huddersfield on Saturday. I know we got a couple of injuries with Murray Wallace, Sean Hutchinson and George Saville just back from sickness. But look, if I'm honest, looking at that team, who could play on a top 6 championship side, I'm going to pick out Jake Cooper, Danny McNamara, Billy Mitchell, Zian Fleming and Bradshaw. Really, other than that, Volsammer, look, he's not a winger. It's not his fault, but we are playing this formation now. And yes, I wanted us to go forward at the back, but I've always banged the drum that this one striker with 2 wide men doesn't work. We haven't got the players for it, really. Other than Bennett, who's inconsistent with his fitness, and Bury, who's inconsistent in 90 minutes, I don't really feel we've got the players. And with Volsammer on the right, yes, he works hard, but you're going to get no deliveries into your striker from that side. And with the left, I have said in previous videos, play style's high. We've done that in a couple of games and he has scored, but for me it doesn't work, and I think he should be in a back 4. If he was in that back 4, by the way, at left back or even centre mid, I feel we could be in a top 6 championship side. But that formation isn't working for me. Too many players for there, not up to the level really, like of us trying to push us towards a top 6. So hopefully he'll make changes this week. This is the team that I would go with. Firstly, I'll get Bart back in goal, because I know Long's got a left foot like Roberto Carlos and a right foot like David Beckham, but he's too inconsistent. He's been caught flat-footed for that goal, a little bit on the front foot, and instead of backtracking and flapping, he's got to get side on there and just come back and scoop over his bosh. He's too inconsistent, and on that basis, I'll put the big dog back in goal. Balkowski, Danny McNamara, right to back, Callum Styles, left back, centre back. This may surprise you. I'd actually play George Evans alongside Jake Cooper, and that is basically because I think Charlie Creswell is all over the place, way out of his depth. No Murray Wallace, no Sean Hutchinson and no Ryan Leonard. So I'll probably go with George Evans, centre-back alongside Cooper. Midfield, I'll get Saville back in alongside Mitchell, because I'm not really a massive fan of Shackleton. He's all right for a squad player. Then I'd have Fleming in front of them in a 10. And he's going to play those wide men whether I like it or not. So I'll play Bennett left, Honeyman right and Tom Bradshaw through the middle. We've got to get the right sort of servicing, and Honeyman showed what the right sort of servicing. Low balls whipped across the box, like I always say. It's on Bradshaw when he's got 2 6'4" defenders up his arse from 70 yards. He's going to do nothing in the game. Provide him with chances, he will score. Let's not have short-term memory losses. Remember back to the Bristol City game for one, and of course then followed by that the Watford game. So that's the team that I'll go with. It's a bit mix and match, and I wouldn't, you know, I'd bring someone else back into the midfield and make a stronger coming from deeper and have 2 central strikers, but he's not going to do it. But if he goes with that team that I pick, which he won't, we're in with a good chance, but we're coming up against a good side in Birmingham. The Blues currently sit 12th in the table, 4 places and 3 points behind us, which means if they beat us on Wednesday, they will go level on points of us. A win for us could see us back in the top 6. Birmingham have won 3, drawn 1 and lost 1 of their previous 5 games. And last time out, that was on telly. I watched them on Friday night against Queen's Park Rangers. Look, they're a good side. They got Harley Dean at the heart of their defence. They've also got a couple of players that we was interested in. Hannibal Medjbury, Man United centre midfielder, tough tackling. He had to get taken off in the game because he's constantly getting booked. But he's a real force coming through the midfield and he's talented. Then they had that Longolo at left back. He got the first goal for the club. The West Ham left wing back, we was linked with him in the summer as well. And he looked good coming forward and cutting in from the left. And then up front, Scott Hogan and Troy Deeney, two very, very good, experienced strikers in this division. So it's going to be a difficult test. They're a better team than they previously have been. A bit of a mess in the last couple of years, but they seem to have found the foundations of a good side with experience, along with a couple of loanees coming in from Premier League teams. And I said they look good against Queen's Park Rangers. John Roddy in goal, again, another experienced goalkeeper, saved the penalty late on. But they were very rarely in trouble against QPR and fully deserved the win. And so this is your pre-match prediction. And here we go. I'm sorry to say this, I'm going to go for a defeat. I very rarely go for defeats. I backed us to beat Huddersfield. I shouldn't apologise when people say, "Man, you're too negative." If you look at my predictions to the points you've actually got, I think we'd actually be higher up the table if I'd have got my predictions right. Look, our away form is a problem. Birmingham off the back of a good win. They are a strong side. Midweek will take it away a little bit when, in terms of our fans travelling up. You know, last year there was eventful. I won't be going, obviously, because I will have been operated on by this point. I don't know when you're watching this. I may well have already been operated on. So probably no coverage at all for me. No watch-along, no full-time reactions. I don't think any of the boys are going. This will see now me on my arse for around a good month at least. But I will be doing watch-alongs. I will be doing previews and post-matches. And the boys will cover me at the games for full-time reactions, and I'll try and get plenty of Lions Lounges in as well. That one there, of course, King Kenny Jacket, is quickly becoming our most viewed ever. It's had 5,000 views in 5 days, and he's slowly creeping in to the top 10. I'm not expecting it to be long before he's competing with Mark McGee and Paul Eiffel for that top 3 space. So look, yeah, there you go. Unfortunately, no coverage from me, but it is what it is. I am going under the knife for double hernia surgery on the 2nd. When is that? I don't even know. I don't know what day it is. It's Monday. That's all I know. Please subscribe to Lions TV. Let's hope for 3 points and a good result. Come on, you Lions.